4 things about men that drive women crazy with desire. These 4 things about men make women unable to resist. The relationship between husband and wife is not only a connection on a spiritual level, but also a harmonious blend of physical pleasure and soul. Each person has their own unique ways of loving and caring, and sometimes just a small action, a subtle gesture from a partner can create incredibly wonderful feelings. Especially for women, the factors that men express during intimate moments can sometimes make them feel overwhelming pleasure. Therefore, understanding the sensitive points, the important parts of a woman's body and psychology is extremely important in maintaining a fulfilling romantic relationship. So what should men do during intimacy to make women feel satisfied and full of emotion? Here are 4 factors, 4 incredibly important things that men can use to make women feel indescribable joy and happiness. 1. Hands, delicacy, and love. In every gesture, a skilled and loving pair of hands can be an extremely important factor in a marital relationship. For women, a man's hands are not just tools for caressing and cuddling, but they also express care and concern for the sensitive points of the body. Especially during contact in areas such as the shoulders, neck, breasts, or abdomen, these areas can easily stimulate women when gently and affectionately caressed. A man's hands can move slowly and gently across a woman's body, creating feelings of comfort and relaxation, but they can also shift to strong and decisive movements when necessary. Firm grips during intimacy express protection, care, and a desire for possession. When men can control their hands flexibly and know how to create those loving and stimulating gestures, that is when women feel overwhelming pleasure. 2. Lips, the weapon of desire and love. A passionate kiss is not merely a contact between 2 lips, it is a powerful language of love. For women, a man's kisses make them feel the love, desire, and warmth he has for them. But lips are not only effective when kissing, they can also be tools to explore a woman's body, making her feel excited and ecstatic. In addition to sweet kisses on the lips, men can use their lips to gently touch sensitive points such as the neck, ears, breasts, or other areas of the body. Each gentle glide of lips on a woman's skin will make her feel tenderness, care, and intense desire from her partner. When a man's lips make a woman feel enchanted, that is when she will immerse herself in wonderful emotions, feeling loved and extremely happy. 3. Dear Mother, the window of emotions and desires. The eyes are not just a tool for seeing, but they are also a window that expresses all human emotions. When 2 people are in love, a glance can convey messages and deep feelings without the need for words. For women, the gaze of a man during intimacy can be one of the most important factors in creating satisfaction in sexual relationships. A loving, tender, and passionate gaze will make a woman feel accepted and cherished. Especially when a man looks into a woman's eyes during closeness, it reflects a deep emotional connection, understanding, and unspoken appreciation. That gaze is not just a look, it is a way to express passion, love, and create an emotionally charged atmosphere, making intimate moments more special than ever. 4. The tongue, a powerful stimulating tool that drives women wild. One cannot overlook the tongue when discussing satisfaction in marital relations. A man's tongue can be an extremely powerful tool in creating stimulation and pleasure for women. The gestures of the tongue are not just a simple glide but can evoke shivers, making a woman feel excited and ecstatic. The tongue can move across sensitive areas such as the neck, breasts, inner thighs, or even the lower abdomen. Each touch will make a woman feel delighted and refreshed. Particularly, when the tongue is used in conjunction with the hands and lips, it creates a perfect interplay, awakening all of a woman's senses. Therefore, the tongue is not only a stimulating tool but also the key to unlocking the door to extreme pleasure in a relationship. A marital relationship is built not only on love but also on understanding, care, and subtlety in intimate actions. A man's hands, lips, eyes, and tongue are incredibly important tools for creating satisfaction and joy for a woman. When men know how to use these elements wisely and delicately, they will make women feel loved, satisfied, and immensely happy. That is the key to maintaining a long-lasting and sustainable sexual relationship. Remember that care, love, and intimate gestures from both sides will always be the solid foundation for enduring love. Middle-aged women are extremely attracted to older men for this reason. When they enter middle age, women go through many changes in emotions, thinking, and perceptions of love. They no longer simply seek casual relationships or youthful love. Instead, they desire solid, long-lasting, and reliable relationships. While some still seek youthfulness and vitality, many middle-aged women find themselves drawn to older men. So what is it that captures their fascination with older men? Let's delve deeper into the factors that make middle-aged women extremely attracted to older men.
Erster Rich Life Experience and Maturity.
One of the most important reasons why middle-aged women are attracted to older men is the maturity and rich life experience they possess. Older men have gone through the ups and downs of life, understand themselves well, and know how to face challenges. They are not only skilled in their work but also know how to treat and communicate with others, especially in romantic relationships. Middle-aged women, who have spent a significant part of their lives experiencing and learning, also seek life partners who can understand and accompany them through this new phase of life. They need someone who can provide insightful advice, help them resolve difficulties, and also someone who can understand them without needing to say too much. This makes older men an ideal choice. 2. Confidence and composure. Older men possess something that younger men often cannot match: confidence and steadiness. After a long period of experience, they no longer need to prove their worth or pursue short-term goals. They live their lives independently and know exactly what they want. The confidence of older men is not only expressed through words, but also through actions and how they face life. Middle-aged women, after a long period of living independently and taking care of themselves, feel safe and reassured with men who know who they are and can protect their relationship. This stability and maturity make older men more attractive than ever. 3. Ability to care for and nurture. Older men, having gone through many relationships and learned life lessons, understand that care, respect, and empathy for their partners are incredibly important. They realize that love is not just about feelings but also about sharing, caring, and protecting each other. Middle-aged women, with many years of life experience, highly value these factors in a relationship. Unlike younger men, who may sometimes be impulsive, older men are generally calm and can pay attention to even the smallest details, from loving words to specific actions that show care. These actions make women feel warm and cherished. They sense the attention and dedication that they sometimes do not find in other men. 4. Respect and responsibility. Another factor that makes middle-aged women feel attached to older men is the respect and responsibility in the relationship. Older men have enough maturity to realize that love and relationships are not games but long-term commitments. They respect women, know how to listen, and make responsible decisions. Middle-aged women have gone through challenging phases in life and understand the value of a lasting relationship. They not only want a companion but also desire a man who knows responsibility and treats them with respect. Older men often understand this well and are willing to do what is necessary to maintain the relationship. 5. Maturity in intimacy. In a long-term relationship, intimacy is not just about physical satisfaction but also about emotional connection. Older men with life experience and long-standing love understand that communication in intimacy involves not only the body but also the heart and soul. They know how to listen to their partners and create an intimate space filled with love and closeness. Middle-aged women, having lived independently or in relationships that may lack romance for many years, highly value these passionate moments. They want someone who can provide them with feelings of love, safety, and satisfaction in their romantic relationship. Older men, with their calmness and maturity, can create an intimate environment that is unhurried, not rushed, and full of sharing and understanding. Older men, with their achievements in career and finance, can offer women a sense of material security. They do not have to face financial worries or career uncertainties like younger men. Instead, they can focus on building and maintaining a solid relationship, which is particularly attractive to middle-aged women. Women, especially those who have families or have gone through difficulties in life, value financial stability highly. Older men can not only meet their financial needs but also provide a comfortable life without worrying about material issues. This helps women feel more at ease when starting a new relationship. Middle-aged women are attracted to older men not just for their maturity, experience, or life knowledge, but also for the values they bring to the relationship. Older men possess stability, respect, and the ability to understand women deeply. This makes them ideal partners for women who have gone through various stages of life. A relationship with older men is not merely a combination of two individuals, but also a profound bond physically and emotionally. Middle-aged women love older men for these reasons, and this relationship can bring happiness, satisfaction, and peace to their lives. The overt signals from women to attract men. In every relationship, attraction, emotion, and desire are essential factors, especially when considering the relationship between men and women. One interesting thing is that women, though they may be very discreet and cautious in many situations, exhibit overt signs to express their attraction and desire for attention from men. These signs can be displayed through actions, gestures, glances, or even just in a gentle, alluring way of speaking. Identifying and clearly understanding these signals will help men perceive women's emotions, as well as create opportunities to develop romantic relationships, emotional connections, and understanding. So what obvious signs indicate that a woman wants to evoke attention from men? Let's explore this in the following article.
Erster seduktive Gase and Eye-Kontakt.
The eyes have always been considered the windows to the soul, and for women, the eyes are one of the most powerful tools for communicating emotions without the need for words. Especially when a woman wants to attract attention or even desire from a man, her gaze is the first thing she employs. A seductive look that lingers and is full of intent can help women convey a lot of messages without having to speak. When a woman maintains eye contact longer while facing a man, it is a sign that she wants to connect emotionally or even attract attention in a romantic way. A passionate gaze with changes in light and shade often brings a powerful seduction, stirring emotions and even desires. 2. Hair stroking or adjusting. For women, hair is not just a part of their appearance, but also a tool to express confidence and allure. Particularly, when a woman strokes her hair or adjusts her hair while talking to a man, it is a clear sign that she wants to attract attention and spark interest. These actions may seem very natural, but have a significant impact in creating an engaging atmosphere. For many, stroking hair or tucking it behind their ear is an unconscious action, but in certain situations, women intentionally do this to flirt, conveying messages of allure and a desire for closeness. Hair is a captivating highlight, and women know how to make their hair more stunning to draw attention. 3. Close body proximity and creating a romantic space. A woman's gestures when standing close to a man can also be a powerful signal of invitation and evocation of attention. If a woman actively approaches and tries to reduce the physical distance, she is creating a romantic space where emotional and physical connections can easily occur. These actions include standing closer while talking, creating light touches like an accidental hand brush or a deliberate hand-holding. When women alter their position or come closer to men, it is a very clear sign that they desire greater intimacy. These actions, whether unconscious or intentional, can make men feel appreciated and attracted. 4. Attention to physique and appearance. It is undeniable that appearance plays a vital role in making a strong impression and generating initial attraction. Women, especially when wanting to attract attention from men, often focus on accentuating their strong points in body and style. When going out or attending events, they choose outfits that highlight their natural beauty and allure. Women often know how to select clothes that fit their figures, showcasing their perfect curves. A body-hugging dress, a pair of high heels, or simply a smart yet alluring outfit can make it impossible for men to look away. Not only stopping at clothing, but women's use of accessories like jewelry, perfume, or even the way they take care of their skin and hair also contributes to highlighting their allure.
5. Agentle and seduktive Voice.
A woman's voice can have an extremely powerful effect in conveying attraction and desire. When a woman changes the way she speaks to a gentle, warm, and seductive tone, that is when she wants men to pay more attention and may be trying to evoke their interest. A sweet voice with delicate words, unhurried and resonant, will make men feel special. Women can use their voices to express seduction without having to directly articulate their desires. A slow, soft manner of speaking often makes men feel comfortable and close, while also increasing the desire to approach. 6. Confidence and natural allure. One of the biggest signs that women display to pique men's attention is their confidence. When women feel confident about themselves, from their appearance, career to personal hobbies, they do not hesitate to convey this. Confidence is a crucial factor that makes women attractive in men's eyes. When a woman enters a room with a confident demeanor, bright eyes, and a gentle smile, she will certainly attract the attention of those around her. Confidence, paired with natural allure, is how women skillfully spark men's interest without having to do anything overly ostentatious. Each gesture, each word becomes captivating and enhances their charm. The overt signs that women use to evoke men's interest are not just mere gestures or outward actions, but they reflect a deep emotional connection and desire. Whether these signs are displayed naturally or intentionally, they carry a powerful message about attraction and desire. When men perceive these signals, it is an opportunity for them to approach, understand more, and build a profound romantic relationship. A sustainable and strong romantic relationship is always built on understanding and subtle gestures and actions from both sides. 6 signs that a woman who is cheating is ready to let go of her husband. Marriage is a journey full of challenges and is not always smooth sailing. Sometimes, in a relationship, feelings of disappointment, sadness, or emotional deprivation can lead a woman to seek an extramarital relationship to find relief. However, cheating is not always the result of a temporary deficiency, but is often a sign of a relationship that is no longer maintained as it once was. When a woman cheats, especially when she is ready to leave her husband, there will be clear signs that anyone in this relationship can recognize. These signs are not merely expressions of boredom, but also signals that she has decided to leave the marriage to step into a new, free life without constraints. Let's explore 6 common signs of a woman who is cheating when she is truly ready to let go of her husband. 1. Becoming indifferent and apathetic towards her husband. One of the clearest signs that a woman is ready to let go of her husband is the change in her attitude towards him. Previously, she may have been a caring and attentive wife, sharing the joys and sorrows of family life. But when she starts cheating and decides not to return, she will become indifferent and apathetic. Questions about work, family, or important events will no longer arise, and instead, there will be silence and indifference to what happens in the family. In fact, some women may show indifference even in daily situations. For example, she may no longer care about what her husband is doing or may not participate in family activities as she used to. This shows that she no longer feels a connection or bond with her partner. 2. Refusing or avoiding physical intimacy. Physical intimacy is an important factor in any marital relationship. However, when a woman has cheated and no longer loves her husband, she will refuse or avoid physical intimacy. Sexual relationships become something that is no longer of concern, and she may even feel uncomfortable having intercourse with her husband. This occurs when the woman has found emotional and physical satisfaction from another man. The refusal of intimacy can be a clear sign that she no longer feels love or interest in her husband. Even avoiding affectionate gestures like hugging or kissing is an indication of the indifference in this relationship. 3. Spending less time with family and her husband. When a woman has cheated and is ready to leave her husband, she often seeks to spend less time with her family, especially with her husband. Instead, she will spend more time meeting her lover or engaging in activities she never thought about before. Business trips, friend meetings, or even tasks unrelated to the family become excuses for her to avoid her husband. While the husband wants to share moments with the family, the cheating woman seeks to evade and does not want to be involved in family plans. Spending less time with the family, particularly with the husband, is a sign that she no longer cares and does not want to maintain this relationship. 4. Becoming easily irritated and critical. When a woman no longer has feelings for her husband, she may become irritable and frequently criticize her partner's actions and words. Things she could overlook before now become reasons for her to criticize or feel annoyed. Discontent will manifest through arguments, biting remarks, and sometimes through uncomfortable silence. Women who cheat often feel a lack of connection with their husbands, and instead of trying to resolve issues peacefully, they will express their dissatisfaction through criticism and irritation. This can increase the distance in the relationship and make family dynamics tense.
5. Beginning to seek independence and distance from the husband.
When women cheat and decide to leave their husbands, they often seek to establish independence for themselves, both financially and emotionally. A woman who no longer loves her husband will begin to seek freedom, independence, and no longer want to rely on her husband. This can manifest through her starting to work overtime, building new friendships, or even finding ways to manage finances separately. They will gradually separate themselves from this relationship to seek a new life without burdens. Women who feel they can no longer live with their husbands will do everything to be independent and build a separate life. 6. Showing a lack of interest in the family's future. Family life and growth in marriage require the participation and contribution of both spouses. However, when a woman has cheated and is ready to leave her husband, she will no longer care about the future of the family. Plans for children, family activities, or important financial decisions will not capture her attention or participation. She may not want to engage in conversations about future plans or seem indifferent when her husband brings up these issues. This indicates that she no longer prioritizes marriage in her life. A lack of interest in the family's future is a clear sign that she is ready to leave this marriage. When a woman cheats and decides to abandon her husband, there will be clear signs that everyone in the family can notice. From being distant, avoiding intimacy, to seeking independence and showing no interest in the family's future, all are signals that she no longer wants to maintain the marital relationship. However, these signs are not always the result of infidelity. Each relationship has its own reasons and circumstances. Therefore, sometimes understanding and conversation is the best way to address issues within the family.